Hey everybody, it's Alicia with Appalachia Gypsy Healing Arts, and I'm here live tonight, February the 4th, on Facebook. This is going to be on Facebook for a few days, and then it's always going to be up on my YouTube page, so you can find it there. So if you are joining me on YouTube or on Facebook at a later time, thank you for finding this video. And my goal behind it is to help you, guide you on your own healing journey for your body, mind, and soul. This evening, we are going to be talking about trusting the flow of life. That is what we're going to be covering tonight. I'm going to wait to see if we get some people on the live before I start diving into the meaty part of our what I'm going to be covering tonight. So I was guided to do this session tonight because I myself have been on a long journey of learning to trust the flow of life and learning to trust Creator, God, Source, and to trust my spirit team, my guides, my angels, my healing team. And it's actually part of my soul contract on this earth is to learn to trust God, Source, energy. So if you don't know what a soul contract is, I have information about it here on my Facebook page. I also have information about it on my website, Appalachia Gypsy Healing Arts. But the soul contract is the blueprint of your life. So in the blueprint of my life, I actually have it in one of the karmic positions, so in one of the lesson positions on the chart, and then also in one of my goal positions is learning to trust God, Source. So it's actually a lesson that is a goal of mine, is to completely 100% trust the flow of life and trust God, Source, Creator of all things. So I wanted to share with you the wisdom and knowledge that I have gained on this journey so far with learning to trust the flow of life. So this is more about even trusting the flow even when we don't understand it. So I know we can have a lot of chaos in our life and a lot of hurt and a lot of pain, but there's always a reason why. And again, this is another reason why I think it's so important, and it's just part of my journey and something that I do want to share with others. Well, I'll just share with you. I had a teacher ask me one time in a class, one of my spiritual teachers, one of my spiritual mentors, asked me in a class one night because he knows me and he knows what I struggle with in this life. And he said, Alicia, why do you have a hard time trusting Creator, God, Source? And I kind of laughed and I was embarrassed. I knew what he was calling on me, but at the same time, I was like, oh crap, I gotta answer this in front of all these people that I don't really know, but here I go. So one of the reasons that I have had a hard time trusting God, Source, Creator, and my spirit team in the universe, however you want to say it, is because I've gone through a lot of crap. And so it's always like, oh great, what are you going to take me through now? You know, what healing journey, what physical ailment are you going to give me now? So I was born with a genetic disorder or genetic condition that makes me struggle with different health issues. That's why I'm bald. And then there's just other things that I've gone through in my life that I'm like, it's not that I don't trust that God is there, or that there is a spirit of greater, higher frequency that loves me and protects me and takes care of me. I can connect with that really easy. My trust is, what are you going to do to me now? that's where my trust lesson has come in. And so I feel that I have gained a lot of wisdom and knowledge in that area. And that is why I want to share it with you. Because no, life is not always unicorn and rainbows and peaches and love and light. It's not always that way. Sometimes we struggle. Sometimes the world is in chaos. Sometimes our own personal world is in chaos. And that's trusting the flow even when I don't understand is what I wanted to cover more tonight. So why trust can feel hard. Life doesn't always look the way that we expected. We can see things as unfair, as confusing. Say our plans are delayed. It can be painful and fear-inducing. That is what our lives can be. Our human mind wants to control, clarify, and it wants answers. But our soul often grows in the uncertainty. And that's what I'm here to encourage you guys, is that you will have major healing and growth happen during the uncertain times. And you have to trust that even though it's murky and dirty and nasty, you still have to trust that there is a reason why what is happening is happening. Hi, Miss Deneen. Thank you for joining us this evening. So, fear is not a sign you are off a path. It can be a sign that you are being stretched and expanded. And as spiritual beings, that is what we should want. We should want to be stretched and to expand and to heal, learn, and grow. Discomfort does not mean that you're lost or you're bad or you're wrong. It often means that you are in a moment of transformation. If you will allow it, that hard struggle can help you transform. So trusting God's source creator, like I just said, it can be hard if you're not connected to that. So being connected to God, source, spiritual, universal energy in itself can be very hard. But if you have that connection, you can then also have the trust issue of, why are you doing this to me? Why is this happening? And those are good questions to ask. It's why. What can I learn from this? Not just why this is happening, but what? What can I learn from this? How can I grow? So you are never alone on your journey. Your spiritual team, God's source creator, is always with you. You have guides, you have angels, you have your ancestors, you have your higher self. And they all see the bigger picture of what is happening and why is it happening. And they are there cheering you on, saying just take that next step, and trusting the flow, even when it seems hard, even when it seems icky. And again, I'm not just here sharing this with you guys. I'm here because I do this. I have done this. It's been part of my healing journey of trusting Source God Creator, trusting my teams in the darkest of the moments. And I said earlier today, I am grateful for the hell that I've been through, because it has refined me and not burnt me. So you have to learn to trust the flow, even during the mud, the muck, and the hurt. Your spiritual team is with you. Sometimes you might feel blocked. And a block can be something that needs to be healed, something that needs to be looked at. So if you feel a block connection to your source creator, God, a block connection to the spiritual energy that is around you, there might be something within you that needs to be looked at. A block in the physical world, meaning that you want to buy a new house, you want this new job, you want to do something, right, in the physical world. Sometimes those blocks can be redirection. Sometimes it can be protection. And so sometimes the block can be for your good. And so this is where mindfulness and connecting is important, because in those moments that you get frustrated, and it is okay to get frustrated, but don't let it beat you down. Don't let the frustration win. Sit, be mindful, calm your body down, and ask, what am I supposed to learn from this? What is the block? Am I wanting something that's not good for me? Is this just protection, or is this redirection? Because there's something bigger and better that's coming to me. I may be wanting something small, but the universe has something expansive and huge, more than my mind could comprehend. So this is where mindfulness is important, to sit, feel, and listen. Not everything that is denied is a loss. Sometimes it's divine intervention. I think a lot of, I'll just share with you part of my journey and what has helped me learn during this time of trust for me. I could not birth my children physically into the world. Because of my genetic condition, that was not part of my journey. So I moved through the process of adoption to become a mother. And I remember one night going through failed adoptions and going through foster care system and having children that I thought were going to be permanently mine that were not. And I remember being angry and shaking my fist. Why did you give me the desire to be a mother that is so strong inside of me, but you're not bringing that child into my life? Like, what? What did I do? Why? Am I wrong? Am I bad? And that's where we move into divine timing. My child was not ready to be born into this world yet. He's here now, and he's 7, and he's handsome, and I love him to death. And he jokes all the time that Mommy cried and cried and prayed for me. I think it makes him really happy when he hears it. But if something is truly meant for you, nothing can take it away from you. Nothing can stand in the way if something is actually meant for you. It is coming. It does not mean do nothing and wait. So my husband will tell you, I prayed for my child. I wept. I cried. I prayed for my child. When my own healing journey started in 2013 and 2012, when I started having major medical issues and was looking for help in those areas, for a whole year, I prayed and I cried and I lost my faith and I put my trust down, and then I would regain it back, and I would be like pushing forward as the fiery little warrior that I am. I'm like, okay, what are we doing here? And each time it didn't happen in the timing that I wanted. It was in the timing that was divine. So nothing that is meant for you can be kept from you. It does not mean to do nothing while you wait. It does mean to stay aligned, stay open, stay in your integrity, and keep moving forward. So, keep moving forward. What is meant for you will always find its way back to you. It will return at the right time. It will reappear in a healthier, better form. And it will come with more clarity and peace at the time. And now I understand why I had to wait for my healing, because there was something bigger and better. Not only am I healing physically, I'm healing emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. And I'm becoming exactly who I am supposed to be. So you, my friend, can see and get hope. When you are down and you need hope, I am here. You can borrow my hope. You can feel my hope. And it can help guide you on your journey. And if I didn't go through my hell, if I had let my hell burn me, if I hadn't let it refine me and trusted God, Creator, and the universe and my spiritual team, I wouldn't be here today. And so I can tell you, it is worth it to keep going. It is worth it to fight the mighty fight through the muck and the mud and the dirt, because you will rise stronger, wiser, and you will be gifted amazingly for rising up out of those ashes, being the phoenix warrior that you are. Okay? What is meant for you will not pass you. It may pause, it may shift, or it may circle, but it will not miss you. Oh, and I can say, guys, I have seen this so many times in my life with my beautiful child, with my own healing journey, with everything. I can just tell you, just hold on. Here's hope. Here's hope. Take it. Just hold on. So it will circle you until you are ready. Sometimes things don't come at the time we want them to come because we are not emotionally ready for them. We haven't quite healed something yet. We are still learning a lesson. We need stronger boundaries. Maybe we need more self-trust. We need to clarify what we truly want. So maybe it's just about little things here or there, but as we start to shift those little things, we start to heal, we start to learn, we set stronger boundaries, we become more self-trusting. We have more clarity and understanding of what we truly want. So, lessons will continue to repeat themselves until they are learned. You will see patterns happening and they will continue until that situation is healed. And I've been talking to a good friend of mine for a week now about the same pattern that's being laid at my feet. I'm seeing it in different situations, and it's just being laid at my feet. Here you go, Alicia. Learn this. Here you go. Heal this wound inside of you, Alicia. And so I'm starting to see it, and I'm starting to grasp and go deeper. But I am still on my own healing journey. Just because I am a guide, and I am a practitioner, and I am a shaman healer doesn't mean that I am not on my own journey. I still learn and heal and grow. And I choose to because I see the power that it has gifted me by looking into the shadow, by looking into the mess, by looking into my wounded inner child and helping and releasing that energy and shifting that energy. And I know it is possible, and that is why, again, I'm on here at 8 o'clock on a Wednesday night getting all excited, because I know you too, my friend, can heal, learn, and grow. And I want to share my journey with you and my wisdom with you and my knowledge with you so it can give you hope. Okay? So, again, lessons will be repeated until they are learned. Patterns will continue until they are healed. Opportunities will return when we are aligned. Delays are often an invitation to develop. And this is when people ask me about like intuitive abilities, psychic abilities, however you want to say it, reading energy. How do I up my gift? How do I focus my gift? And there are a few different ways, but the number one way of helping your body be more intuitive is to heal past wounding, to lay down what no longer serves you, and to heal physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. So delays in our world is our team, our healing team, source creator, the universe, inviting us to develop, to heal, learn, and grow. And it's not a punishment. It's not punishment. It's preparation. It is becoming, remembering who we are at a soul level. That is what it's about. Okay. So divine timing, I mentioned it a little bit earlier. But human timing, we are human. We are a spiritual being having a human experience. So we do have a human time. But our goal here is to be the spiritual being that we are. But human timing can be impatient. It can have a sense of urgency. And there can be a fear of loss. But divine timing is alignment, preparation, growth, and the unfolding. And there is so much light and love and beauty and glory in divine timing. Why does divine timing matter, though, really? It's the right thing, so you don't want the right thing at the wrong time, because it could just fall apart. So we do not want the right thing at the wrong time, because it could just fall apart. The right thing at the right time flows with ease and grace and beauty. And I have seen this happen again in my healing journey, on the journey of adopting my son. When things start to fall together, it's just beautiful to watch what is there for you. You may want something, but your soul may not be ready for it yet. When doors are closing, this can create a lot of frustration. There can be repeated delays, unexpected detours, but then all of a sudden, things will just start to come together out of nowhere. If we are learning, if we are healing, if we are growing, things will just come together. And it will be beyond anything you have ever imagined. Okay? There's a scripture that I clung to when I was going through the process of my own healing journey, my physical healing journey. And then when I was going through the process of adoption and had, adoptions that fell through and things like that. But there is a verse, it's in the Bible, but there's a lot of knowledge in the Bible. There's a lot of wisdom there. And in Ephesians 3:20, it says, "Now all glory to God, who is able through his mighty work within us," because God is within us, source is within us, "can accomplish infinitely more than we might think or ask." So that is what true trust flow is, even during the hard times, guys, is trusting that what is meant for us is coming, and it's going to be more magical, more amazing, more expansive than we could ever ask or think. Okay? Delay does not mean denial. It means development. So, how to trust flow in a daily life practice. I always say everything is not a one and done. It's an everyday life practice. So, some spiritual tools that I'm going to offer you this evening is pause before reacting. Okay, that is a big one of trust for me. And even tonight I had a moment where I was like, man, if I had just paused for 2 seconds, I would have brought a lot of peace to the situation instead of allowing it to affect me in a negative sense. So pause, breathe, take a breath before making a decision, even on an emotion, even on a feeling. Pause and breathe and ask, what is this here to teach me? When somebody says something, when somebody does something, when a situation isn't working out the way we want it to, pause, take a breath, and ask, what is this here to teach me? Practice surrender instead of forcing something. Again, when you force something in, and it might be the right thing, but at the wrong time, it will all fall apart. So you got to practice the surrender, that I know this is meant for me. And when it is the right time, it will come to me. And it will be amazing. And I'm so excited for the day that comes to me. But while I am waiting, I'm going to ask, what is it that I need to learn from this? Where do I need to heal? Where do I need to learn? How can I grow and develop and be ready, matching the energy, the frequency of this desire of mine? Okay? Stay in a gratitude energy, even in the middle of uncertainty. It's great to find moments of gratitude. One of my favorite teachers is Louise Hay. She does beautifully with affirmations, and she always says, switch it to gratitude. I am grateful that all things are working out for my best and highest good, and only good will come to me from this situation. And that is something that I say a lot when I am struggling with things around me and I'm needing to shift my energy quickly so I don't become reactive. So I'm not forcing something. I'll say I am grateful that all things are working out for my best and highest good, and only good will come to me. So trust is built in the waiting, not just in the receiving. You are being guided even when you can't see it. You are not behind. You are unfolding. Everything is working together for your good, for your growth, and for your alignment. What is meant for you is already moving toward you. And I'm starting to tear up, guys, because again, I am on my own journey here, and I am still every day shifting and healing and learning and growing. And sometimes I get a block, and sometimes I get stuck. But I am right here with you guys, holding the energy of we can trust and we can be grateful in the moments of uncertainty. I'm going to trust the flow, trust the timing, and trust that I am being held by a team, by a source God creator that loves me. And I am here for a reason. I am here for a purpose. And I'm not going to let this current circumstances rob my peace, my light, or my joy. Because I'm going to move forward trusting the flow. I have notes tonight, guys, but I did good. All right. So now I'm going to invite you guys on a healing meditation ceremony, trusting the flow and the divine timing. So I'm going to invite you guys to sit comfortably in your chair. If you can, plant your feet firmly on the ground and your hands in your lap in an upward position. Please do not cross your feet, your legs, your arms, or your hands. And I invite you to take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth, closing your eyes. Deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Doing that breath again, inviting your body to relax. Breathe regularly now, allowing your shoulders to soften. Allow your jaw to become unclenched. Allow your body to relax into the space you are in. I now call on divine light of source. I call on our angels, our guides, ancestors, and the highest spiritual team to surround us now. This space is held in protection, love, clarity, and healing. Only energies of love, truth, alignment may enter here. All lower vibrations are gently released and transmuted into the light. Take another slow, deep breath in through your nose, releasing through your mouth, and settle into this present moment. I invite you to imagine roots growing from the bottom of your feet, stretching deep into the earth. Feel the stability of the ground beneath you. Feel yourself supported, held, and safe. With each breath in, you draw up grounding energy from the earth. Each breath out, you release tension, fear, and resistance. Take another deep breath in through your nose, releasing through your mouth. And repeat after me, silently or out loud. I am safe. I am supported. I am held. Deep breath in through your nose, releasing through your mouth. Now imagine yourself standing on the edge of a gentle river. The water is clear. It is glowing and peaceful. This river is the flow of life. It carries your lessons, your blessings, your growth, and your healing. I invite you to step into the water. Feel it softly move around you. And feel it around your legs, your hips, and your body. You are not fighting the current. You are not resisting. You allow yourself to be carried. Breathe and feel the rhythm of the flow. Placing your hands over your heart. With each breath out, release anything you have been gripping to tightly. Fear, impatience, the need to know every answer, trying to control an outcome or timing, worry that you might miss what is meant for you. Now I want you to repeat after me. I release my need to control. I surrender to divine timing. Imagine any tightness, anxiety, or heaviness leaving your body and dissolving into the river. Now bring to mind anything you fear losing, missing, or being passed by. See it floating gently in front of you, like a glowing orb of light. Speak these words slowly and intently. What is meant for me will not pass. What is meant for me will not pass. What is aligned with my soul will always find its way to me. What is aligned with my soul will always find its way to me. If something is delayed, it is preparing me, not denying me. If something is delayed, it is preparing me, not denying me. Watch that glowing orb soften, brighten, and move peacefully with the flow of the river. Now imagine a golden clock of light appearing above you. This is divine timing, perfect, wise, and loving. It is not rushed. It is not delayed. It moves in harmony with your soul's growth. Feel this truth settle in your body. And repeat silently to yourself, I trust divine timing. I trust divine timing. I am always in the right place at the right time. I am always in the right place at the right time. Everything is unfolding for my highest good. Everything is unfolding for my highest good. Now visualize anything that keeps returning in your life. A pattern, a lesson, a person, a situation, or a challenge. Instead of seeing this as a punishment, see it as a loving teacher, circling you gently. Place your hand over your heart and say, I am open to what I need to learn. I am open to what I need to learn. I welcome growth with grace. I welcome growth with grace. I trust my readiness is unfolding in its own perfect time. I trust my readiness is unfolding in its own perfect time. Feel compassion for yourself, not judgment. Now imagine a soft, warm light above your crown, above your head. This is your connection to God, Source Creator. Allow that bright light to pour down through your body, through your mind, through your heart, through your spirit. And repeat, I am guided. I am protected. I am aligned. If a message, an image, or a feeling arises, simply receive it with gratitude. Placing both hands over your heart, take a deep breath in, slowly releasing it. And repeat, my trust is growing. My faith is strengthening. My path is unfolding in divine order. Now imagine a soft golden light surrounding your entire body. It is sealing in peace, clarity, and healing. Now, gently bring your awareness back to your breath. Feel your body in the space around you. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Now that you can return to this river at any time you need for clarity, peace, or trust. Thank you, so it is, and so shall it be. Thank you, beautiful souls, for joining me tonight on this journey of trusting the flow of life. And this video will be up on my Facebook for a few days, but I will put it on my YouTube so you can find it at any time and do this meditation journey of healing. Thank you guys again for joining me this evening. And I hope you have a wonderful night of rest, beautiful souls. We'll see you later.